What's up, everybody? This is the Lazy Farmer, Kurt H here. So, yep, it is day one, session one here in Rice Yard. So, we all know that I did a real quick kind of shoot from the hip video on the stuff that I'm doing behind before I get into a stream, or even what I might be looking at during a stream, and some of the stuff that I've been like looking at um, from the depot. I keep forgetting this. As great as the depot is, um, it's not perfect. Okay, and the amount of how am I going to say this? Here in southeast Florida, which is the Fitzgerald Waycross and A-Line, and now the Baldwin subdivisions, um, the amount of train tags is pretty staggering. And if you read the small print on their sheets that they have on the forum, nothing that they have is complete. So there are some things that I've been looking at, and on one notice on one document, they have one train tag listed, but then you come into their configuration file, which there was an update on November 5th for their configuration files, um, and that with that update, things changed. So anyway, I am here. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys. Bear with me here for just a moment. All right. There it is. All right, so that's the sheet where I've developed so far, and what I'm looking at doing is day one is working the Waycross yard. Simple as that. Everything is going to be centered around Waycross, and there are four locals. This WX01 actually is Y305. So with that being said, those are I've created a couple of trains to come in, or I created at least one train and I already spawned it, so it's working its way down here, and it's coming from north of Manchester, so it's got a ways to go before it gets here. But it is a supply train that will feed those four locals, and we so basically, just to give you an idea, day one is I'm working Waycross, and I'm on day one in the schedule down here, you see. So day one, doing little 2-hour sessions. That's it, just 2-hour sessions. So from midnight to 2 o'clock in the morning, what am I doing? Working Rice Yard, starting the hump trains, trim as needed, build locals to send out to other yards. So depending on what we get done tonight, will determine what we have to do tomorrow, and that could include riding a train out of Rice Yard and say taking it to Moncrief and stopping in Moncrief as an example, or pulling a train to Pecan and stopping at Pecan and leaving it there. Whatever needs to be done, and then that will sit there until day 4 when I actually go work the Pecan yard, and we'll spend 2-hour sessions working that. And then if we get done before day 2, or in this case day 4 for Pecan, if we get done before day 4 is out, then we'll come back to Waycross and work Waycross. So Waycross will be like the default. If we run out of things to do in the other yards, we'll come back and we'll work Waycross, because Waycross is the centerpiece. So, all right, as you can see what I've done here so far, I do have a train pushing cars over the hump. We've started to do that already. So, yeah, as you can tell, it's nighttime. And so it's pretty, except for these two here, it's pretty clean in the bowl. So I'm not really too worried yet as to what we might need to be trimming out. I do have a local here ready to go. I might wait and, as we get closer to like say 6 o'clock in the morning, take that local out. So, but pretty much it's gonna be a casual night tonight. We're just going to push trains over the hump yard. Something that I did do is I printed out, I finally got around to doing it, printed out the maps. So I actually have them in a binder. So I'm tactile that way. I like being able to hold something in my hand, and even though looking at things on the computer is nice, and I'm not saying don't do it, I just prefer to hold things in my hand. So I got my signals here, so I know what my signal sheets are. I have maps. The maps all printed out, so I downloaded them as PDFs. They printed so much better than using um, was it Windows Edge. You can read PDF files and you can print PDF files, but actually going using the PDF reader, so much better. So anyway, I wanted while I'm actually in the process of shoving that one train over the hump, and we'll watch it. Actually, let me get over there, let you guys watch the cars flow as I ramble on. I got a comment based off of the last stream that I did, and that comment had a couple of questions on there. So we're going to try to see if I can address the questions. First question is first of all, just to let everybody know to follow along, was that they are on the Southern California map. Okay, that's cool. They came into the Baldwin Yard. Okay, so far so good. And when they got to the Baldwin Yard, I'm not sorry, Baldwin, Barstow Yard. When they got to the Barstow Yard, that's what I get for reading one thing, talking about something else. When they got to the Barstow Yard, they found a train in there where every car was tagged BAR. Well, on the Southern California maps, BAR is Barstow. So that train was probably tagged from whatever originating point it was to BAR, which means it's going to come into Barstow and stop. And the cars in that train just are labeled Barstow. That's it. Where that's done, first of all, to label a train like that, where that is done, but if you hold down Shift and F2, you'll come to the train AI menu under AI traffic generator. So like here, I'm on North Campgrounds mixed freight train symbols, and I come to this page here. And if we are tagged for industries, then this part right here where it says tags is grayed out. We can go into the filter and filter out what industries based upon the local that services those industries will make up that train. And so it could be several locals, it could be one local, whatever the needs may be. If we say no, if I can turn that off, you'll see that the tags here highlights up. Now I can go in here and I can just simply put in BAR. Every car at that point, when that train spawns, every car is going to have the BAR tag on it. So what are your options when you see that? The options are, number one, quick and easy and dirty. It arrived at its destination, delete it, get rid of it. The other option is to take a look at the cars, and if you really want to use it as an exercise to drill down into the industries that you have, where they're at. It doesn't have to be an industry that is run out of Barstow. It could be an industry that's run out of Bakersfield, or here, if we talk about here on the Florida maps, it could be an industry that's run out of Moncrief, an industry that's run out of the Fitzgerald Yard. You can just go down and just change it. Okay, and I'm going to go send it to 84 lumber. That seems to be on every single map. Okay, this is a center rail full of lumber. Who gets that? Well, 84 lumber. So you just mark that one as 84L. And you can go do that. Now that can be kind of time consuming. The other thing that you can do too is come into this menu here, the AI train menu, and find that train if it's in here. Try to find that train based upon the train symbol, and when you find that train, then you can get rid of this tag. Just delete it, and then you can go tag for industries, yes, and then tag it for whatever local, and then delete the one that's in Barstow and send another one in. So we've got those are the options that you can do. The next question that they had was, where is the radio in Amtrak? Train 3 or engine 3 or whatever? I don't know, I'll be honest with you. Amtrak is not something that I've really played with in Run 8, so I couldn't tell you where it is inside, if you're going to be doing it manually inside the locomotive, which is always a good thing to do. And we're going to go, I'm going to come back and circle back to that question because we're going to go figure it out and see if we can't help them out. The next question on that, oh, and as far as Amtrak is concerned, my experience with Amtrak is when I jump on the train to go take it from Sacramento to Reno to go visit my daughter. So, that's my experience with Amtrak, other than when I was a little kid and got to ride. Oh, I gotta look up something too. And this is, I just thought of something else. Anyway, so getting back to here in Waycross and the industries. Let's see, I think that was it. Wait, going back to the train, what you can do is when you come in here to the dispatcher screen, if you click on DS menu. Now, I'm not in a train, that's why it's grayed out. I'm watching the hump yard here. But if you come up here, new train just spotted in Northgate. Okay, got a new train coming in, Q549. So we can take a look at that one. But anyway, we can go into the DS menu and tone up the dispatcher that way. So even if you can't, if for some reason you can't find the radio in the Amtrak locomotive, hey, go right here to this menu here. That's another easy way to do it. So let's see. What was I doing? I was going shift F2 again. Coming into the queue for 647. This is one of the things I've learned, and this is based off of today's tags. I just got a message on my phone and I forgot to do something, so bear with me here for a second. As I talk about that, close this out, do this. Sorry, this is important. There we go. I'm going to, come on. I don't know about you guys. If you guys have iPhones and this last update from Apple, I don't know. My iPhone, my iPad, everything seems to be running really quirky. Maybe it's just me. Sorry, I had to take a drink of something. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, something I'm going to work on. These Q tags, I'm going to get rid of them. I'm going to work on, and it's going to be a slow process because there's a couple different places I have to do this. But I want to get rid of the Q tags and go to today's modern tags for CSX. And the Qs, they don't make sense because, Q is quality, and manifest trains, to me, aren't really quality trains. What am I doing? So, let me grab something here. Sorry. So that'll be a slow process over thing. And then the other thing is once I change a tag, I need to go into the configuration, into the XML file, and I did that the other night, and I noticed that like the majority of these tags that are in this screen here for all the different points, honestly, aren't in the configuration file. So that means potentially they're not going to get routed right. Which that brings me to another topic, and that's a different viewer. And it seems like a good guy. He likes train simulators. He does other train simulators other than this one. He does do this one, and it was having an issue trying to get a train to come up from the south, or the southwest, say like from New Orleans, trying to get an intermodal route into Jack's Ramp. Instead, it went into Moncrief, which that's not entirely bad. You can stop in Moncrief, put the engines on the other end, and then bring it back out, as long as it's tagged correctly. Well, in the latest configuration file, I looked at the tag, looked for the tag that he used. It's not in that configuration file, so it's not going to make it into Jack's ramp. And when I looked at, and if I bring in any kind of an intermodal in, looking at the control points on the based off the current configuration, even coming from the north, which when you look at today's modern CSX schedule, for lack of a better word, it's not really, I don't really want to call it a schedule, but for what they have on their intermodals, if I'm coming from Chicago and coming into Waycross, the modern tag isn't in the configuration, but there are no tags for intermodals. So intermodals would come through Moncrief and head on out and go off the map, whereas there is a place that you can do it, and that'll be another stream. When we get into that, we'll set up some configurations, and I'll show you in the last video I had about the behind the scenes. I think there's a link in there to the Highball Run 8 website that has the utility that someone was really nice enough to come up. You can use Notepad++ to edit the XML files, but if you use this utility from Highball Run 8, it does it for you without making mistakes and leaving blank spaces, which then that could mess everything up. Hang on a second here, please. Boy, that's easier to do now. My post-COVID medication is like, I'm down from 30 pills twice a day to like 4 pills twice a day. Anyway, so getting back to this, so the Q647 filtered for industries, I have it filtered for A754. Oh, you know what? I'm sitting there doing this, and you got my screen. I left this up on. I am sorry about that, guys. I need to get my second monitor back up and running. So, all right. Well, anyway, I'm going to go blank that out. You guys have stared at that long enough. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm looking at this screen here, and so I need A754, A768, A772, and Y305. And that's what I have. A754, A768, A772, and Y305. That is all the 4 locals that are coming out of that work out of Waycross. So, and I'm doing the mixed freight train symbols, and they're all going to be coming out of North Campground, Maine. So, and there's another place I can do it as well too. So the rest of these I could delete them out, add them if I want, or just change them. I wish there was a way you can say don't launch this one, don't launch that one, and keep it. Just say no. Anyway, let's see this one here. Let's say the Q655. Let's go ahead and filter that one. The Q655. I'm going to go tab out to, okay, day 2 fits A726. There it is. 740. And that's where I ran into a problem. There is no 740 here. So I need to do a little research. But in the meantime, A740, A730. There's an A730. Why that's supposed to be 704? I'll have to go take a look. A731. There it is. And A732. And A720. And A720. Everything else is going to be blanked out. Okay. So that is all these, except for that one. I need to go look that one up. So, but that would have been for, based upon my on what I'm looking at here, based upon that sheet right there, the A740 would have been to Fitzgerald Yard. So I need to go look that one up here real quick. So let's see. Scrolling down. And if I do sort by local, Fitzgerald Yard A726. Yeah, A740 shows Fitzgerald Yard, Fitzgerald page 5, page 4. Rebecca House Track is what RHT. So let's go take a look at RHT and see what it is in the game. Okay. Or in the simulator. I keep calling it a game, but let's close that. We're going to change this to medium. And we're going to do this and this. And we're going to do CSX and run 8. There we go. I'm trying to keep it as CSX, but I might have some run 8 just because I want to advertise the simulator. I think it's a great simulator. So, all right. So let's go ahead and tab out of that. These are still going. How we doing here? Still got a ways to go. This won't take too long. Okay. All right. So we're going to tab out and we're going to look at control. Let's see. Left control L. Oops. Hello. Oh, there it is. Okay. And actually, I want this one. R. We're going to click on the incoming tabs, and it refilters it. Alphabetical forward or alphabetical reversed. RHT is what I'm looking for. If there is an RHT. I'm not seeing one. And I'm not seeing a 730. So now part of this configuration is... Yeah, part of the configuration change, they may have actually changed that. And I noticed that there's even on the local that I have waiting, there are some industries that have been changed. So from what they were to something new. All right, let's do this. Go back up that way, this way. A720, 24, 26, 730. I will have to not worry about those industries. I'm going to make a note I need to work on that. Figure out what those industries are, where they're located. A740 fix industry. So anyway, fixing the industry, it could be anything from renaming it, retagging it at the industry site, or for the case of the local, figuring out what local number they gave it, and maybe they tied it into one of the existing local numbers, and then just changing my spreadsheet, anything like that. So, all right. So we're good to go. I want to take a look. Doing good still. All right, we got maybe a little trim. We might have a little trim coming on here pretty soon because we've got this one's. This one's filling up. A777, A777777. Yeah, I did too many sevens there, guy. Too many sevens. Wow, that's all one local. All right. And A77 goes to Taft. So that can be one long local or really long, as long with A784, A785, A799, and Z915, which I should really go in with the new configuration and make sure that those are legitimate tags. So anytime I'm going to do anything that, well, I'm running, I'm not doing it myself, but I could. But anytime I'm running something like this, I'll let it go. But if I'm going to have to stop to try to figure something else out, I can let things go, but I could also come down here and freeze time. I talked about that. So if I'm actually not doing any work, I'm going to freeze time because I want to put in 2 hours, easily a 2-hour session. So I started this session 46 minutes ago. And even though I may not have been streaming for that long. I did start it 46 minutes ago. So it'll be a 2-hour session. I'll stop at 0 to 100. That's why I've got it set for using 24-hour format. So because it's going to match up with what I have on my spreadsheet. And then we'll just use the spreadsheet and then fill it with information as needed. Even if I have to create extra sheets and extra tabs with the local yard names on there, then I'll do that too. So, but right now we're just going to go ahead and let this do his thing. And if I have to trim and see 777 went to going Taft, so that's going to be a south yard. So that'll sit over here on this side because majority of the trains are going to be going the north yard on this side over here. So, well, I'm calling it the north yard. Technically, if I pull up, can grab the map. It is, well, no, I was actually right. That is the north forwarding yard. So the larger of the two yards is a north forwarding yard. So pretty much anything that's going to be heading north out of Waycross is, or west, is going to go down that side. Anything that's going to go east out of Waycross or south will be on the smaller yards because not as many trains are going to head that way. I could be wrong. I will be fluid. I will change as needed. All right, so how are we doing? Coming up to the end of it here, we're going to see, we're going to keep pushing until, we'll keep pushing until the AI stops, and then we'll go trim. And in the meantime, what do I got? Pages, nothing coming in here. We got, oh, we got some. So N168 coming in. Yukon, Soldio, let's see, yeah. West, Bostwick, Pecan Yard, Palaca Holdout, Satsuma, Huntington. This is the Sanford subdivision, Benson Junction, Dealand, double end, south end, double tracks. Oh, this is coming through Orlando, Taft Yard. So this is the southern area. These trains, well, this one's heading off. This one's going to be eventually heading off map. This one will eventually be heading off map. Okay, fine. I can't click on that. Too bad. So Waycross. That's where we're at. Fitzgerald. Anything coming out of Fitzgerald? Yep. Let's see. We got the Q4647. That's the one that I just did today. That's coming out. So it left from campground here. Looks like there's another one coming in from the Manchester subdivision up to here. So, and then we have a T102 coming in. So I've got at least 2-3 trains that are coming into Waycross. So knowing that, knowing that, yep, here we go. We're going to set this one low priority, which means it's not going to have that many engines, but we're going to go ahead and it is filtered. This is the one that we just set with these particular industries. Guess what? Spawn now. Boom. North Campground, Maine. So if we go back and look at that, North Campground, Maine. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Otto's already routed him out. He's heading 6501. There's another one following this one. So these should come down. Should actually come down to Waycross and stop. We're going to follow them, make sure. If I have to intervene, I will intervene. But I want to come into Waycross, which means that they should actually come in through here. Come in down through here. Downtown Plant Avenue, Nickel Street, Rice Yard. They want to come down this way, and then they'll eventually come down this way and come into here. Oh, wait, no, West Freight lead. Yeah, they should come in this way. Absolutely, yeah, they should come in this way. So, Folkestone. So we'll see. Trying to get some more trains. Want to fill up the receiving yard. Give us some things to do. All right, this is full. I may have to go grab that one. So while they're doing, he's almost done. Actually, I'm going to wait for him to finish. Then I'll run those locomotives back down, grab the next string of cars and shove them. And then pretty much when I'm done with these three over here, then I'll pull the locomotives off of this. I got some on the back end over here as well too. So I might pull them off, come up this line, do something. We're gonna get them over here into the refueling shop. We need to pull these out, put those. They've been sitting there long enough. They need to come over into the holding area, over into this area here. Yeah, 1108. Well, this is 11.1, so these have been sitting here, so they need to be. And I think I've already refilled them and everything, but that's what I want to do. I tag them 110823, and before I change my philosophy on how I'm going to do this as a one-man operation, even if I have a friend, which none of my friends like trains as much as I do. Why are my friends with them? But if I ever have anybody come and join me, they can still follow along with this. This could be a two-man operation. We can get a lot more done in a day. But yeah, this is set up to be kind of a one-man operation. All right, he's coming up to. So what we'll do is we'll run these back down, tie into the next string of cars, shove them up over the hump, and while we're doing that, we're going to go down at the other end down there and get the trim units out. And we're going to take that A77 and we're going to shove them here onto these tracks over here. And we may grab some of the other ones for that particular local and stick them on there as well too, and get ready to send those out. So other than that, it's going to be a pretty casual night tonight. Let's see, nobody else asking me any questions. So if you do have any questions, once again, the Lazy Farmer, you can go ahead. And as always, I haven't done it yet, but as always, please click that subscribe, the like button, and give me the thumbs up. It helps the metrics. And of course, if you have friends or family members that like trains as much as you do, and as much as I do, please go ahead and share. Feel free to share my videos with them. Let's get out there. I want to build this Run 8 community. It is by far probably the best overall simulator out there. Although I'm looking at a couple of others, I do want to do some Derail Valley, guys. I'll find some way. With this new philosophy, I'm going to find some way to get some things. I'm going to still be doing, obviously, train removed from CSX, train removed from World. Why was that train removed from World? Interesting. All done humping, CSXT. So, wait a second, is that the local? Is that the engine number? No. 8999 was the engine number. Why was that train removed from the World? What train was removed from the World? That one's still going. He's booking. This one's coming down. He's doing good. This one, I don't know what's going on here. He's being held up here, but he's still not even on the map yet. Yeah, next page. Manchester subdivision. Huh. So, Hatley Rebecca Fitzgerald. This guy's coming down. Unless it was the guy down here. You know what? It might have been Folkestone, Respawn and Folkestone, Waycross Terminal. Here, Hunter Sub, West Jessup. So, I'm not sure. But the two that I have coming are still coming, so that's okay. As long as they're still moving down this way. Alright, let's go down and get into that locomotive. And brakes off, parking brakes off. And we should start. We're on a like 2% grade, so we're gonna take off here really quick. Alright, let's see. Oh, North, yeah, that's where it was. Oh, he's up there. Oh. Oh, I know where he's at. Okay. So the map has him. Anyway, that's that train coming out of North Gate that spawned up there. That's the one that's coming, and he's probably like coming through Woodbury right now, or come out of the Manchester holdout and being held up. He'll be held up just as he's leaving the Manchester sub. Okay, I know where he's coming from. And we're moving a little bit fast. Let's get some brakes on here. Oops. There we go. Put slow speed on. Well, some more 777. So I think I'll trim that 777 out because that's almost full. But that's not good. That's gonna be on the next train. So I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff going there. So, all right. You know what I need? Here's what I need. I did it again. I forgot the monitor. So if anybody's watching and you've been chatting me, I am sorry if I have not responded to you because I'm not watching my own stream. How dare I not watch my own stream? Alright, and we're gonna come here. Turn the volume down because I don't need echoes. Cool. Alright. I gotta retitle that. Day 1, episode 1, I think. I might have to put, like, I'll retitle it after. But I'll have to put something like, working the right way, first day, day 1, episode 1, working Waycross yard. But, oh, I hate the order. But, that's what you have to deal with. LRT CYS, LRTY. I'm gonna go with the LRT, MIDU, mid. I'm not sure what those are. Got a ton. I'm gonna have to pull those off too. I think I got a lot of. I got several things I need to trim out. So I have a feeling this string is gonna stop on me because they're gonna be full. But so I'll pull. I think I got 3 tracks in the bowl that are full. I'll pull those off and I'll just stick those over in the southern yard. I'm not sure where the other ones are going to go to. If I have to, I can move them over to a different yard, over to the northern yard, but we'll see. I'll figure it out. A lot of things to learn. I'm not familiar with this area of the country. I've been there once. I mean, we went to Orlando and Was it Orlando? We went wherever it was. We went to and took to go take a cruise. So been to Florida. Seemed like a really nice area. I mean, we drove around. It was really very interesting. Really quite interesting. Um, I'd like to visit again. I wouldn't mind. Y223. I think hopefully I've got those. So, oh, that's the other thing too. Going back to the new configuration file, I need to really take a look at some of these other tags because they may no longer apply. Because since I've applied the new configuration scheme from November 5th from the Depot Plus, these tags may not apply anymore. So, which is fine. I mean, I can, if they don't apply, I have that option again, like we talked about. I can either re-tag them for something, or I can just delete it and go, okay, that's good. So, better yet would be to go, okay, like the A768, I know that's it, Ray B, that's the local that I have that's waiting for me right now, is to go to that particular industry. So, and it's going to be a good switch job, and I want to kind of, like I said, I'll probably take that one out. It would be most likely episode 3, day 1, episode 3. So somewhere around there, about 6 o'clock in the morning, that local will head out to go work it. As the sun's coming up, it'll head on out. But right now, I want to get the receiving tracks emptied. Outbound trains ready to go. Some of those might even be road trains. Might actually do a road train, guys. I haven't done a road train in a long time, to be honest with you. Yeah, that one I'm looking at 768, 777. So, quite a number of cars there. I have a strange feeling since I've updated the configuration file. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time fixing industries, fixing cars. I did run into that. I'm gonna have to learn to save my trains a lot. Because I was backing in to grab some cars and the train disappeared because there was a glitch and there were 2 cars, one on top of the other. And so it kind of confused the train and made the train go poof, I'm out of here. Fix it or I quit. So anyway, so I mean, like I said, it's going to be, you're going to see some of that. And it's going to be, this is what you do in a situation like that. So, and what's my motto? You know what? I make the mistakes so you don't have to. That's my motto. So, I've already got a picture. In fact, I've sent the picture. I gotta go download that, and I'll pop that in. All right. Ow, ear's still bothering me. All right. Well, we're coming up to the end, to the end ladder here, so I need to go down here and come onto the ladder, and the next track over as soon as we pass over it. And actually, when we get close, not this one, but this one, I need to stop on after this one so I can line this one up. Notch, and let's apply a 10-pound of spray on the brake cylinder for the independent brake. We can kill the bill right now. Alright, let's go ahead and get into, where are you? Go to Waycross. killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. There it is. Okay. So the one that's grayed out is where my locomotive is at. I need to get on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, left click, right click, and we're going to change it from normal to reverse. So that way that we can go down this track and start pushing these cars over the hump. This one we're going to go ahead, right click, left click, right click, put it back to normal. Same thing with this one, left click, right click, left click, back to normal. I really want to try to keep all my switches on normal. And you can see I'm going back and I really not practicing what I preach. There we go. Oh, that's the other thing. I did try to take this local out once before, and if you remember, I stopped the stream. I got frustrated and I stopped the stream because I wanted to get on the Thomasville main. That's T13, the main line here, and I thought that I would get out and go to where I wanted to go. It doesn't work that way. The control point is actually down here off of either A2 or A3. So which would send me down and eventually get me on the Thomasville main and send me down to where I need to go. I came this way, which bypassed that control point. At that point, I confused Otto. He didn't know where to send my train, so guess what? He sent it north. That was he's going to fall back. That's his fallback default. So I went in, I pulled up the configuration screen, looked at it, and I saw where the control point was, thinking I was going to have to add the tag in here. So when I come down A1, no. The simple fix is when I come out of the local yard and I'm taking the A768 out, come on down this way, come down to T20, not the N26, but the T20. Follow it down. I can either cross over and go to the A2 or go to the A3. They both go down the line that I need to go down. So that was the easy fix. Nothing needed to be changed. I just need to know which line I needed to go down on that particular local. Alright, let's get back in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump out on this side and I'm going to come down here. Get on the ladder. Let's turn the rear lights on. Hello, rear lights. Hello. Okay, rear lights are giving me fits here. Why are you not working? Oh, that's why. So he's not leading up, but he is going to be short hood trail. So there we go, because he's in the reverse mode. Now I'm going to get back on here. And the lights are on. Okay. So let's go ahead, get into reverse, give me a notch. And come off the brakes. And we're rolling. I still have slow speed on, but I am going to bring the slow speed off and reset it. We're going to come down this a little bit slower. I can come down track speed 15, but then I got to slam on the brakes, and I just don't think that makes for good railroad operation. This doctor didn't do a thing to help my ears, man. No, that's not true. There is something. I got a prescription waiting for me, and I forgot to go pick it up today, so that's my fault. So, all right. So let's go back, and I'm going to. Oh, is it really that choppy? Am I dropping packets? Not too many packets, but it is telling me, I just realized that it's pretty choppy. I came back in and it is telling me that I am overloading it. Okay. So first it tells me to raise it, and now it's telling me to reduce it. Make up my mind. Alright, let's take this down a bit. Let's see if that helps. But I'll tell you one thing, the OBS update did stop the connect and disconnect. So I think what I need to do is I need to go run through the wizard again on it and let it pick its settings, and we'll go from there. That seems to be a little bit smoother. The other thing I could do is I could try a different type of OBS. I know somebody I work with was talking to me about his way he streams, and he uses a different streaming service. But he goes to Twitch. I don't want to go back to Twitch. I think I want to stay here on YouTube. I like YouTube. I think I'm even as minimal as it is, I think I'm having better success here on YouTube. I probably could have gone a little bit faster just simply because it's, yeah. Let's go ahead. I want to take off slow speed. And we'll put it back on here. At 10 miles an hour. There we go. Yeah, it's a little choppy. Alright, there's the car we're going to connect to. So at that point I'm going to come off, start slowing down, come off of slow speed, and put a little bit of brakes on independence. Come down to about 5 miles an hour, come off of them, and we're just going to coast. I'll give it a little bit of a goose here. Down 2.7. We're under 3 miles an hour. We're doing good. It's an okay. All right, we are connected. And what I'm going to do is, I know the home controller is already set. I'm going to go ahead and hit AI recrew. So he's going to start pushing back. And I'm going to hit left shift F12, left shift E, fly, left control W, fly faster. Oops, I don't want to fly that fast. I need to get on the ground over here. Okay. So let's see. That one is the one. This is the one that's being pushed over the hump. Whoa! Stop what you're doing. Okay. Here he comes. So that switch is fine. This switch is not, so we need to flip this switch. These are manual switches, so we gotta go along here and flip them. And I think at that point we're good. And we just come down this way, and this should take us right into the hump control, because I think that's the only switch I really needed to flip. I do have derail because the switch is turned on, but I have yet to have a switch or a derailment because the switch was set against the train like this. So, okay, everything's good. Green, green, green. We're good to go. All right, this guy's pushing. All right, let's get back up into drone mode here. He's already starting to come back. All right, so we're going to go fly down And we're going to grab and we're going to trim this A77 out, and we're going to put them down in this yard over here. I think that's the one I want. Yeah, as long as they stay on the outside 4 tracks, that's the local yard right there where that train's sitting. So, and my trim units are right here. Actually, I want this one. Starting all of them. This one, short hood tail. Okay, good. All right, they're starting up. We're going to go ahead and turn lights on, front and rear. Not exactly real railroading, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay. Get on the ground. Turn my flashlight on so I can see where the ladder's at. Get on the ladder. Oh, I'm not close enough. Get on the ladder. There we go. All right. Oh, now you need to get off the ladder now I think about it. All right, we're coming out. So this one is against us, so I need to flip that one. This one is against us, so I need to flip that one. Let's go find the route to the A777. Hey, you guys know where it's at? No? Alright. It said it was not their job. Alright, we're going to come out this way and this way. Alright, I'm going to flip that one. That one is going to go straight. Okay, perfect. We're going to come over here. Ooh, that was set right. Come down here. Where is the A777? Am I even? Oh, is that it over here? That's it over here. Is that it? Drone mode. Drone mode. This is it right here. Okay. That's the one right there with that, with the center rail on there. Okay. All right. So this one. We're going to work our way back. Turn that. This. Coming down. Alright, so we're basically, I'm going to flip this one. So I got to bring them down past here. Okay. Easy enough. Alright, into reverse. 3 notches out. Or 3 horn blasts up. And come off the brakes in the parking brake. Release the hounds. And we'll do a little slow speed here as well too. Right about 9 miles an hour, I think. Right about there. That's good enough. Just in case I make some mistakes. She is moving. Here she comes. She's peeking around the building down there. I'm on the flats, so I don't think I need to take time to air those up. I just need to grab them and pull them. All the air is used for is to apply the brakes. So they name those things wax trim. I just realized wax trim. Hey, you guys want a wax trim? All right, let's come off that. About 5 pounds on there. Slowly start our Reduction in speed. There we go. Switch. Alright. And we're going to go forward. Brakes. So we get past this switch. Brakes on. Down the ladder. And reverse. Alright, set slow speed to 5 miles an hour. I just want to make sure I should be going right into where I need to go at this point. All my switches are set to normal, except for the track that I need, which should be set to reverse. A767 is coming down. Wood chip hopper. A767. Yeah, tank car. Okay, we're good. Alright, how we doing on time here, guys? Let's see. Workday is set at 1 hour and 23 minutes into the day, so we got about an hour. We got about 30 minutes left of this particular shift. So this stream will be a short one because, like I said, I started it a little bit on the late side. I'd already started my shift, but I get 2 hours shift in. So we will. This might actually work out. So when it says 1, it says 2. Anytime after 2 o'clock, we're going to stop. So we're going to try to stop right as close to 2 as we can. So I'll keep an eye on that. Oh, I did. I was like, I wish they had a timer there, but they do. 1 hour, 23. Yep. So we're counting down right there. So when we get to 2 o'clock, we're good. All right. Come off the notch. There we go. Apply a little bit of brake. Come off the brakes. We're down to 3 miles an hour and we're reducing speed. We're good, but we got enough momentum. We should be able to couple up at under 3 miles an hour, which is just exactly where I like to be. I think that's just a kiss right there. Okay, we're kissed. All right. So I am going to do an F7 to connect the air hoses, but I'm not going to air them up. So, and release. There we go. And we're going to go into forward. Alright. I'm going to jump off here at this point. I'm going to run down here until we get to, until we get to last car passes this switch, but I need to make sure that I don't have any switches set against me that I might go over and then end up with a bad coupler situation. Had that yesterday. I was goofing around on run 8 yesterday, and I had that when I was playing around in Jack's ramp. I had a train that, which would be another thing. I do have a topic to talk about, is how to find a train when you get that mysterious check your train. You have a stretch coupler, but it's not the train that you're running. It's another train. And when you get a situation like that, it will cause, I'm going to go ahead and flip that switch. I don't think I'll come down this far, but I will flip this switch. And then I'll flip this switch because it'll come down and then it'll head on out. I think that's far enough. I don't think I'll be going out any farther than that. But no, it was there's a way to do it, and it's kind of nice. I actually thought you might have to um, come out of the game in order to find it, but you don't. And it's a process that I will actually um, show on another video. And I'm going to show how to look up also how to look up where the control points are in relationship to auto. And I will go ahead and reference back to a video that was done by High Rail Simulations, which is the creator of this particular, of these areas: Fitzgerald, Waycross, A-Line, Baldwin in the southeast, and then Selkirk and Mohawk in the northeast. So, all right, let's go ahead and we're gonna get on the. Oh, that's right. I don't want to get on that train. I want to come out, come down this lead here, come down. We're good. And I want to get past this switch right here. Okay. And then we're going to come down and put them on the yard over there. So let's go ahead. We're in the forward. Notching up. Going off all brakes. Oops, wrong one. I hit the wrong key. 7, 8. Okay, we're going to take slow speed off. And we're going to go ahead and let her creep on out. She's pulling a pretty long string of cars. But it is the A77 local, which goes to Taft. So I'll be heading to Taft. Not tonight. So if you're just joining, once again, yeah, if you like the content, please, click like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps the metrics out, helps get these videos out. My goal is not really to build my community, but to bring awareness to what I believe to be the best train simulator, Run 8, out of any other train simulator out there. And I'm looking at a couple of others, giving them a try, and there's a new one coming that I can't wait for it to come out because it looks like it's going to be a pretty decent one. But we're going to see. For me, I just don't want anything that's scenario based. So that's the problem with a lot of these train simulators out there. They're limited in their scope, limited in their playability, and hey, you need to go do this. Well, I like this because this is sandbox. This is pure whatever you want to do. I call this my virtual model railroad. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm in my virtual basement and I'm working the main yard on my model railroad is what I'm doing right now. So, and that's the way to do it. That's really the way to approach it when it comes down to this particular simulator. And I think that's there's a couple of other simulators out there that were really big and are still big with model railroaders. And if they take a look at this simulator, what they would see is exactly what they're looking for in a virtual model railroad. So not too bad. Feroza, what's up? How you doing? Hello, good evening, good morning, wherever you're at. It is evening here. Oh my God, what time is it? So it's 10:30 my time, and we're coming in. We got about 30 minutes left on this video. I'm doing 2-hour sessions, so it's a new one. New philosophy. I'm going to be doing 2-hour sessions. 12 sessions will make up one day. So I'm going to be spending one day working the Waycross yard. And that includes, if I need to, at least doing some road trains to take some locals like this one. The A77 goes to Taft, so I may be taking this to Taft. And then day 2 will find me in a different yard. Day 3 will have me in a different yard, and it'll be 12 2-hour sessions. And if we run out of things to do in that yard, we're not going to move on to the next yard. We'll come back here to Waycross and we'll do whatever needs to be done in Waycross because Waycross will be the centerpiece. Haven't seen you in a long time. It's only been a few days. It's only been a few days. So I've been busy, works on, but I'm on vacation now. I do have to work tomorrow afternoon though. I have to go. We've got a freshman, junior varsity, and varsity basketball games, so I'm gonna go work those and do what I normally do, make sure people stay out of trouble. Um, and then I will be back, but I mean, for the most part, I am off on vacation for a week. Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving vacation. Of course, Monday is my birthday, so I'm going to have a stream. I don't know what I'm going to do for my stream on my birthday. It might just be a normal stream. I don't know. But I've been telling everybody at work that since Monday is my birthday, you know what? Take Monday off. In fact, you know what? I'm going to be generous. I'll give you the entire week off. So, well, they already had the week off. So, all right, we got a lot of empties coming in. We got some refrigerators. Got some open gondolas. We do have some full as well too. So this will definitely be, see, this would be a good one because this will be a good train to take down to Taft, and we leave it at Taft, and then on the day that we have to work Taft, this would be a one in which down when we're in the Taft yard, probably spending. Oh, I gotta take this, stop, and let's apply some brakes. All right, he's going to keep on rolling. Sounds like a Aerosmith song. Train kept a rolling, and knowing my luck, train kept rolling all night long. Oh yeah, I went there. So how you been, Feroza? What's new? What's new with you? Alright, we're going to see. Which track do I want to put that one on? Let me go into drone mode. We'll put them on this track right here because I like to keep the outside one just in case I need to do a runaround or something. Alright, I'm going to go back down. We're not going to go. That one takes me. This one, actually, you know what? I should only use these three. I take it back. I'll use these three, keep this one open because that's the feeder into the local yard. So I'll keep that open, but I will use this middle track here. Okay. Let's shove them on back. Let's see how far I went before it came to a stop. It's still rolling. It's at 1.6 miles. All right. Slam on the brakes. 1.6 miles minus 1.7. It was still rolling. That's not that far. We're okay. We're okay. A little farther than I really wanted to go, but we're okay. All right, let's head on back. Come off the brakes. I am doing my examinations and I have to study, so nothing much here by me. Okay, so you're getting your exams ready and you're studying for them. Well, if you're studying for them, and I'm not going to say this because I want you to stop watching my videos, but watching my videos would not be studying for your exams. I'm just saying. All right, we're notch 1. We are rolling. I'm going to notch it up a little bit. Take it to 2. Utilities OSL slough is okay, so it's heading for the slough track. That's fine. I got to figure out the Orlando utilities as well. I got a lot of things I need to figure out. So just to reiterate, for those that really haven't caught my stream yet, or like there was an update in the Depot Plus configurations for Run 8. So I downloaded those. So I do kind of go by what Depot Plus has, but I'm also finding that their data that they have posted on their website is not accurate as well either. So they put out an update for and they do that whenever they change industries. But they did not update, like, the destination tags. They didn't update the train, their trains. They didn't update a lot of stuff. And in fact, they still don't even have the Baldwin stuff in yet up on their website. And that's, what, they do it when they can. And I'm not complaining, mind you. It's more warning other people that if you are going to be following the Depot Plus stuff like I do, then yeah, you want to make sure that understand that when you change the configuration, there's going to be some things that are going to change. And like on the A768, there are some industries that changed, but I don't think the cars have changed. So that's why before I take the local out, which will be probably in an episode or two, when I take the local out to go deliver those cars and start running the locals out of Waycross, then yeah, I got to take a look at the locals, look at the industries. So that'll be some prep work before the stream, and then I'll talk about what I did during the stream. What do we got here? I'm not saying I'm studying. Oh, I didn't say that. That's not what I'm saying. You said I'm not studying your body beds. Come on. I just woke up earlier. Okay, so I'll study later. Gotcha. Hopefully you didn't wake up going, I gotta study. And then you went and saw the notification. Ah, hey, Lazy Farmer's streaming. All right, I'm gonna go watch Kurt H. There we go. So that's all right. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you and anybody else that is watching the stream. All right. So we're backing in here. These are the south. Well, what do they call them? I just drew a blank. Where's my maps? Underneath my monitor. So whoa. Okay, I just had things fall down on my desk. Awesome. Great. It's California. It must be an earthquake. It's a 1.2. Who cares? All right. So let's see. These would be the south forwarding yards that I'm backing into. So we've got 1, 2, 3 tracks here. We could, if we wanted, stick tracks here, or I think maybe this is the one I'm thinking of. One of these is actually the feeder track that goes into where the local yard. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, the outside 4. Okay, it is. These 4 are the south forwarding yard, and then the this track out here is actually the one that feeds into the local yard. So we're good. We got 4 tracks that we can actually stick anything that's going to Taft onto. So I got engines to process. Because we got, excuse me, we have a train that came in. We have an engine. So I got 3 on the front, 1 on the rear. Got to take those over, put them in the fuel rack, and then I've got to pull the other ones that I have in the fuel rack. I did put those back in there on the 8th. Oh my god, that was a long time ago. We'll make sure that they're full of fuel, pull them out, park them in the into the power holding area. So there's always going to be something to do. And then I need to also set up, because there's a car repair shop here in Waycross. So it is not an industry now. It will be an industry. I'm going to set that up. So every train that comes into Waycross, potentially you could have cars that need to go to that car repair facility, and then we will ship those cars out to destinations far. Real quick, so right here on this page, I've got the Q54901 coming in. I've got the Q655. Those 2 I launched. They are AI trains. The Q655 actually has a supply train that will feed the locals that run out of Waycross. The next train here that's coming in is locals that will feed. Honestly, it's kind of odd they're coming down this route here, because they're gonna actually, those cars are gonna eventually come back and feed the yard here in Fitzgerald, in Cordell. Where's the other one? Oglethorpe is a yard. It'll feed Oglethorpe, and then it'll feed Manchester as well too. So, but it's basically, this is coming from Linville subdivision, Birmingham, Alabama area. It's coming in that way, and all these trains go to Waycross. That's the centerpiece. So there are AI trains, and that will be something that I will do too when I pick up cars at industries. They'll be tagged for cities, then they'll get pushed over the hump, sorted out, and then any city that is north and west will go out one side of Waycross, and the other cities that are south and east will go out the other side of Waycross. Those will be AI trains. I'm not going to run those. So, but I do want to, I do have the AI train generator set to generate a train once every between 55 and 60 minutes, and no more than 20 trains on the map. Now that is all just adjustable. So if I come into here, left shift F2, oh, here we go. Let's back up, back, right here on this screen. So it's enabled. So it won't be until 55 minutes, and then in 60 minutes there'll be a train that'll spawn. Max of max trains 20. Train symbol timeout hours. So if a train symbol gets used, it won't be used again for another 24 hours. And that's 24 hours based off the game clock right here. So every day that particular train that I spawned out of North Campground, Maine here, which was a mixed freight, which was this one, the Q647, will not automatically spawn again until day 2 or day 3, but it'll take 24 hours before it can actually spawn again. So these ones here, these mixed freights, these are the ones that already set up. I have to go in and configure them. I did that earlier in the video. You can catch that in the video. You're going to see that again over and over and over again. So I do. Yeah, you can do passenger trains. Amtrak is a part of this. So there are Amtrak trains, although that would be good. Those are good for sessions. I don't run those, but you can keep the timetable if you want. There are Amtrak stations as we run trains. You'll see the Amtrak stations. I can even set up Amtrak stations with Amtrak trains AI wise that will run a route, and every station there'll be a point where the train will come in and stop to pick up passengers, and then wait for a few minutes and then continue on to the next station. That is something that is configurable in Run 8. So this area models, Run 8 models the late 1990s, early 2000 era. So we have a lot more freight like this, whereas nowadays you look at it, intermodal is pretty much king right now. Everything is that's all I see where I work. I can right in the middle of two different tracks. I've got Union Pacific on one side of where I work. I've got Burlington Northern on the other side of where I work. Rarely do I ever see a manifest train, and usually that's on the BNSF side. But on the Union Pacific and BNS, mostly what I see is either a piggyback or a well car intermodal. So, but we can do passenger trains. We can. The only thing that Run 8 does not do, and I get that question a lot, is can it do steam? It does not do steam. They do not have steam because steam is not really being used in this particular era that's being modeled. Alright, we are way down, but this is where I want to be because I'll be heading out. This will be the South Forwarding Yard. I'll be going out the other side over here. So I am actually going to go ahead and notch down, and I'm going to go ahead and apply about 10 pounds of brake, try to bring this beast to a stop. And just in time, we need to go back and take a look and see what else we need to trim, but the other locomotives have done that particular string of cars, so we might grab the next one and shove them over. We got about 15 minutes, so we're going to see what we can do. And if anything, we'll get this train to come to a stop eventually. Here we go. Another 10 pounds of reduction on the brake cylinders. All right, we're finally slowing this beast down. No brakes on the cars. They're not even aired up. This is all done off the locomotives. All right, so we're going to take this, and then we're going to bop on back down the other way, and we'll pick up. If anything, we'll go park this, but we got about 15 minutes left in this particular shift, and then we're going to call it a night because it's actually almost 11 o'clock in the evening. All right. So brakes are fully on. Cool. All right. Jumping off. And we'll do left control F12. And come down here. All right. So nothing there, but we will go ahead and set the brake. Let's grab some handbrakes on a lot of these. At least 4, if not 5. All right. So those 5 handbrakes are set. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come here and either one, doesn't matter which one. You don't have to do both. But either one, of course, angle cock is closed. We're going to leave that. We did not air muff, so we'll leave that open. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to push a little bit. So I'm going to come off the brakes. It doesn't take much for it to ramp up. So notch up. There we go. Coupler. We got a white coupler, which means we've got removed the tension. All right, we're going to pull away. There we go. Get on this beast. Hey, get back here. Don't leave without me. He left without me. He left without me. I can fix that. I'm in it. Ha! I'm in the cab. Ooh! How big is the whole map? Well, big, as a matter of fact. This is only one part. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas of the United States that are being modeled by Run 8. So if you were to look on a map of the area that I'm in right now is the southeast portion of the United States. So we are in Waycross, Georgia. Waycross, Georgia is the southern part of Georgia, just north of Florida. This map runs from Waycross and then it goes down the A line to Jacksonville, Florida. Then they just added the Baldwin Yard, which is west of Jacksonville, Florida. Actually, this goes all the way down to Orlando, or just short of Orlando, I should actually say, because that's where the Taft Yard is at, is actually down closer to Orlando. And then it goes all the way up into northern Georgia, Fitzgerald. So it covers the two southeastern states. The California side is the SoCal map. Oh, I'm doing 27 miles an hour. I'm talking and not. Let me roll. I forgot to set slow speed. So this is a straight track, so we're fine. But that is, we can't. That's grossly exceeding the speed limit. And I think, oh yeah, he's writing it down. Oh great. I might have a write up. Okay, let's do a little bit. Let's put some slow speed in and go ahead and notch back up again. There we go. So anyway, so the Southern California side of the map. Why are you not coming up? Why are you slowing down? Why are you? Oh, because I got the brakes on. That's why. Southern California starts in Los Angeles. Basically going from south, Los Angeles goes up to Bakersfield. Then from Bakersfield it goes west up along the central part of California to Fresno. Then it goes east from Bakersfield to Barstow, and then from Barstow we go east through Needles out to Arizona. Over on the California side, it's over 500 miles of mainline track. You know, when will I stream again? I am like almost, I plan on trying to get a stream in every day for the next 7 days at the very least. I'm going to, like I said, I got about 10 minutes left here on this particular one, so I'm going to go shut down my hump engines. I'm going to take this and bring this one in and park it on the next string that I need to pull, or at least put it in the trim area. So I'll get ready to trim out the next longest string. I got 2 more that I need to put in, and I'll probably double those up into one track over here, and let them sit. I have the north forwarding yard I could use as well too, so I want to fill the south forwarding yard. So when am I gonna stream again? Yeah, I'll stream. I'll stream again tomorrow morning, most likely, in about maybe 12 hours or so, and get another 2-hour shift in. If all goes well, I should get like half a day, basically on this, on what I'm doing, half a day, and you'll see it. I messed up. I left it up there, but I have a spreadsheet and what I'm doing, and I'll be slowly filling that out. The idea is that with Run 8, you need a spreadsheet. You need, in order to figure out what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it. I highly advise using a spreadsheet. So, but yeah, go charge your phone. I'm gonna. This is like I said. I'm at 1 hour and 52 minutes is where I'm at. I started this. I rolled back the date to November 1st. So um, in the game, it's November 1st at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's 2 hours into my first shift. That went by quick. Time flies when you're having fun. Time fun when you're having flies. Ew. So we're gonna, you know what? We're gonna bring this guy. I'm gonna bring him right here and bring him to a stop right here. This is a perfect place to stop these. All right, and we're gonna do Shift F5 to set the parking brake. Jump on out. I think I'm gonna do Shift. Yep, Shift H, Shift J. Turn off the lights. And we're going to shut these down. All right, those are down, and then we're going to relinquish. Okay, we'll relinquish that train, and we're going to head over. Oops, let's get into drone mode. Left shift F12, and the bowl. This is going to be the next one I got to trim. I'm going to have to trim this one out, and I think I'm going to have to come down and grab these because those stopped a little bit short. Oh wait, I'm at the wrong end. No, I need to pull out. This one can stay. I'll need to trim that out, and I definitely need to trim the A779, and I need to look to see where that is heading. So that's either going to go over here in the south yard, or it's going to go over here in the north yard. One of those two things. So I got work to do, and it looks like I have another one. I got several things I'm going to have to trim. I got another one right here that's full too. This A767. So, all right. A768. I got that train sitting over there. This will get pulled off and shoved into the local yard. I made a mistake. I'm not going to do that again here in Rice Yard, but I had actually set this up to go to that particular yard local, which is in the Jessup yard. The local just needs to go to the Jessup yard. That's it. Let the Jessup yard do the flat switching to put it in, or at least give it and bring it in and drop the inbound cars where they need to go, and let that industry do the flat switching into the right area. So that'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. So I've got a lot of trim to do before I push back the next. I've got two more. I got one short string of cars. I got one long string of cars. And I've got to pull these locomotives off and then push that over the hump. So we got some work to do here in Waycross. And in a normal 24-hour period of time, a lot of work, including getting that local out, which that local, along with this one, I'll have two going to the same location. So I'll put them on the same track. And we'll take one out, and then we'll go bring this other one out and do the same thing. So it'll be a lot of fun. Be a lot of fun. So, alrighty. Anyway, we're coming to the end of it. 4 minutes left to the end of the shift. That's perfect. I will take this time to, hey, once again, thank everybody for watching. I will be back again tomorrow. That is my plan in the morning. So, as always, if you like the content, I'll ask again, please click subscribe. Click that notification button, and if you like the content and you have friends or family members that love railroads or wish they had a model railroad, show them Run 8, and then come back to the videos. I got to remember to put the description, but I'm trying to put all my descriptions are going to have from this day forward. Are going to have the link to get to Run 8 Studios, to where you can buy Run 8 and look it up. But the maps are huge. Their map is huge, Froza. I'm going to tell you right now. You're not going to get bored. Um, there's so much to do, so much to do. And I mean, this also when you buy the game, hey, when you buy a simulator, you also get a server, so you can invite people on to play. So anybody whoever gets Run 8, and if they get the Southeast Corridor DLCs, you know, come and play, come and play. So anyway, have fun. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Once again, my name is Kurt H. I am the Lazy Farmer. You have a good evening.